everyone, welcome back to the tower. Today I'm talking about what to do the day before check-in. I wanted to talk about this because I know a lot of people who on my program wanted to come down the morning of or didn't do anything the night before check-in. Like they just were in Orlando and didn't do anything. And I just want to talk about how much fun I had the night before check-in and give you guys some possible options of things to do if you're not familiar with Orlando. It's the start of your DCP. It is the start of your adventure. It's this great time that you can bond with roommates or other friends you've made online. I just personally believe that it's good to have a fun night before check-in. Whether your family is still with you and you want to like say goodbye to them, or whether you want to meet up with new people. I just think it's important to sort of start your program off on a good note. Most participants do arrive in Orlando at least one day before their program check-in date. As I said a few minutes ago, I highly recommend this. I saw several people on the Facebook group during my program considering the option of just finishing their journey to Orlando the morning of check-in. And while I suppose that's fine, if that's what you want to do, I just had such a great first night. Like the night before check-in was so fun for me. And also, I would be a nervous wreck if I was trying to make the drive to Orlando the morning of check-in. And I only live 3 hours away. I would be so worried that something was gonna like happen to my car or that I was gonna hit traffic and miss check-in. So to me, it's just not worth the risk. Like at least if it happens the day before, like you have some time to like recuperate and still make it to Orlando. But I just feel like if you wait till the morning of, you're treading in dangerous waters. I don't know. So I highly recommend at least the day before. My boyfriend and I personally got there 3 days before, but that's because we were pass holders and wanted to go to the parks. And it was a great start to our program, but obviously not everyone can do that, and that's understandable. Totally get that. Check-in day is exhausting. It's exciting, but it's exhausting, emotionally and physically. Like, you start super early in the morning and you don't get done by the time you try to like settle in and unpack until like midnight. Like my roommates and I were going all day for check-in, like all day. So have some fun and unwind the day before. That's all I'm saying. My roommates, my boyfriend's roommates, and I all met up at Downtown Disney the afternoon before check-in, and we had the best time. For some, it was their first time ever on Disney property. For others, it was a returning visit. And it was so great to just be there and finally all united. We had all been talking online back and forth and Skyping and Google Hangouts and all these things. And to finally just all be in one group in person and able to hug each other and talk about our apartment and what it was gonna look like or our work locations and to just really bond really set the tone for my program. Because even though I'm not really close to any of those people now, during my program, I was very close to those people. They were my rock for most of my program. They were my best friends. So many of the best days and nights of my program happened with them. They were my group for the majority of my program, and I don't think that would have happened if we hadn't had that first night together in one big group to bond. I just don't think it all would have worked out as well as it did. Even though it didn't end well, I don't think we would have even had the months in between going well, if that makes sense. So we all met up in Downtown Disney, and we all like looked through all the stores and went into World of Disney, and like my one roommate Cami was like teary-eyed. It was her first time in Disney. It was amazing. Like it was so cool to be part of that, to be part of someone's first ever experience in Disney. Can't even explain it. And then one of Adam's roommates his flight was really late, like it was at like 7 or 8. So we headed back to their hotel so we could like meet up with him when he came in from the airport. And we ended up like in the guys' hotel room, like playing Heads Up, like the Ellen DeGeneres game, and like laughing hysterically, like harder than I had laughed in a long time. And then we all went to dinner at Chili's, and we were at Chili's for like 4 hours. Like we were there forever, and we were just talking and having the literal greatest time. Like we got to know each other so well that night. And at the end of the night, I think almost every member of that group like posted a Facebook status saying like how we had found our family for DCP and like how we were gonna be best friends forever. It was the most magical night, honestly. It was a great first night and a great way to kick off my program, and it gave me so much excitement for check-in day and so much excitement to start living and working with these people. So again, highly recommend getting with a group of your friends and kicking off your program the right way. So that was my personal story, but now I'm going to give you some other options of things you can do in Orlando for little to no cost the day before check-in. The most obvious, and the one that I personally did, was go to Downtown Disney, now Disney Springs, because it's magical, it's Disney, and it's free. Like, you don't have to pay admission, you can just walk around and linger. If you're over 21, you can grab a cocktail, you can just hang out, and it's great. But just a quick tip, don't go crazy buying merch until you have that blue ID in your hands, because chances are that item is still going to be there in a couple days, and you're gonna get a nice cast member discount on it. So just don't even waste your money, just wait. You can go resort hopping. Every single Disney resort is gorgeous, even the values, like they're all immaculately themed and have fun things to do, and they're just great to even just walk around and take pictures or grab a quick bite to eat. It's a really great place to go hang out. I highly recommend the boardwalk because if you haven't been, like they have like carnival games out on the boardwalk, and they have street performers that you can watch for free. There's one guy who like does a magic show on the boardwalk and he's really entertaining to watch. There's a bakery and they have ice cream and funnel cake and all that fun stuff. So it's a really great place to go hang out and not spend a lot of money. Plus, if you're there around 9 o'clock, you can see Illuminations over next door at Epcot. So it's a good place to be. Also, every resort has what's called Movies Under the Stars. They bring out a big blow-up projector, usually near the pool area. I think there's a few exceptions to that, but you can always ask and they'll direct you to where it is. You don't have to be a resort guest to participate, and you just get to go and hang out like in the little lawn area and watch a Disney movie. So that's another fun thing you can do with your friends and or roommates. Go for a super cute character meal. Granted, character meals can get a little on the pricey side. Chef Mickey's is like $55 per adult or something like that. So that's a little less budget friendly, but nonetheless, great option. It's a great chance to go meet some characters before you officially start your program and to get cute photos with your friends or roommates. Honestly, they are worth the money if you have the extra money. You get great one-on-one time with the characters, and most character dining locations are buffets, and they have so much food and you can eat all you want, and it's great. So highly recommend that. You can go to City Walk at Universal. If you're not an annual pass holder, I do believe you have to pay for parking, but it's something to do. There's restaurants and shops and stuff similar to Disney Springs, so it's another good option. You can also go look at all the tacky little tourist shops in Orlando. Listen, Orlando is one of the tackiest cities I've ever been in. Like, I love it, it's my home. I miss it when I'm not there, but it is tacky. Like if you go down like Irlo Bronson, it's like one of the main roads in Orlando, literally all you see are like hotel, hotel, tacky gift shop, hotel, hotel, medieval times, hotel, hotel. Like it's so tacky, but they're fun to go in and they're really cheap. Like if you want like really cheap souvenirs, you don't, like I'm not saying the souvenirs are bad. Some of them are really tacky, like say Florida across them, like, you know, but some of them aren't bad and they're cheap. So that's another thing you can do. There's one that's shaped like a wizard. So, you know, Florida life. You could also go mini golfing. Disney has 2 miniature golf courses that you can go to. They're usually open until like 11 or 12 at night. So go play a couple rounds of golf with your friends. When I was mentioning Disney Springs, I didn't mention Splitsville. Splitsville is great. It's not that expensive, and the food there is really good. I love the buffalo chicken tenders, they're awesome. So that's another fun thing you can do with your new friends. Those are my ideas for what to do the night before check-in. Like I said, they're just suggestions, but I just want you guys to have really great programs. So if you can kick it off a night early, I highly suggest it. Try not to get to bed at 3 a.m. like I did, because I regretted it painfully so the next morning. I was so tired for check-in. Try to get to bed at a decent hour, because you will be up all day the next day and you'll be exhausted. So that's my last tip there. But hopefully you guys can take something from this and make a really great first night of your program. If you're an alumni and you did something cool the night before check-in that I didn't mention in this video, let me know in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new ideas, and maybe my friends and I will do it when we move to Orlando next fall, so let me know. Also, if you have any questions or requests for future videos, don't forget to drop me a line and let me know about that as well. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And as always, for more magical Disney content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a magical day.